Babies in Nigeria are being sold to witchcraft.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Okay, this is an extremely depressing story, but I think that it deserves a little attention. An organization busted a baby trafficking ring. Basically, 32 girls between the ages of 15 to 17 were put in this room. They were imprisoned in this room, and they were forced to have their babies to term. And after they gave birth to those babies, they were either sold to adoption or sold to witches to practice witchcraft. The babies would be, when they are sold to witchcraft, they're sacrificed for good luck charms.
Well, obviously. All right. So this is apparently, and this is amazing, the third most common crime in Nigeria.
Right.
The second most common crime is drug trafficking. The most common crime, and you won't be surprised if you know anything about these email scams, is economic fraud. Okay, the Nigerians, for whatever reason, are the ones that invented economic fraud. Now, of course, there's been economic fraud a long time, but they do the Nigerian scams with, oh, my dear beloved.
Right.
I happen to have $1 gazillion. And if you just send me your $38,000, well, have I got a deal for you, right? And they've been running that for decades. That's the #1 crime in Nigeria. That's almost tough to be the #1 crime. But on the other hand, in America, what's the #1 crime? Economic fraud, but by Wall Street. Anyway, so to me, I look at this thing, man, I think, geez, Lord mercy, you couldn't find another crime? Like referring to the witchcraft, selling of the babies, etc. How do you live with yourself?
How do you live with yourself knowing, well, they get paid a huge amount of money, especially, you know, considering Nigeria. They get paid $6,400 for each baby, right? And then they give the mother a cut of that, and by a cut of that, I mean $170, if she's lucky. If she's lucky.
Right. You know, after they hold her against her will, and they trick her, and it's all that, and at the end, they're like, okay, here's $170, run along now, right? Now, look, there's got to be some bounds of reason. I cannot believe people are that evil, right? I mean, go into drug trafficking. You know what I'm saying? You want to make a ton of money doing something incredibly evil? At least that's better than trafficking babies. They kill the babies for witchcraft. Now, some of them are up for adoption, so they're not all killed, etc. And I know it's a cultural thing, and the witchcraft is, come on.
Yeah, you know how you talk about how you don't believe in respecting all cultures. This is a perfect culture that we don't need to respect, okay?
At all.
You don't kill babies for good luck charms.
What kind of monster thinks it's a good luck charm to kill a baby? Man, there is some serious, look, I don't believe in evil as a concept, but there, you know, if you believe in evil, there's some serious evil in this world. And to me, the way that I look at it is people who are acting selfishly for their own benefit, this is at the top of the list. You cannot be any more selfish for your benefit. You know who would love this? Ayn Rand. She'd be like, oh my God, what a Superman. Willing to murder babies for money.
What a great business idea.
Right. What a great individual. She doesn't care about the community. She doesn't care about others. She's just looking to get paid.